Good morning. It's the Thursday, the 24th of March, 2022. It's about, what is it? It's about 9:45 a.m. and I'm in rehearsal room 8 at the University of Salford. It's the smallest rehearsal room, the one I've pretty much got booked entirely for myself because nobody else wants it. It's too small. Have a little show people round. Turn the laptop. There we are. See out the window. There's quite a nice little view out the window, and you can see if you like modern architecture. There's the door, and so on. Whizzing back, the speaker system thing behind me, which doesn't seem to be able to play CDs, and God knows why. I'm not actually sure why I'm making this video. It's just something that appeared, excuse me, wobbling the, there we go, wobbling the laptop. It's just a thought that occurred when I was writing my journal over coffee this morning. I think I'm inspired somewhat by David Lynch's daily weather reports, although I don't want to do a daily, completely, deliberately repetitive over and over journal. But it might be a good idea to just do an unplanned, waffled one's thoughts things on a video blog like I do in the daily journal that I don't really do absolutely daily. For those interested, it's kind of like Julia Cameron's morning pages, and there's a set amount you write, and you just write whatever, any old bollocks, it doesn't matter, you just write it. So what am I doing today? Well, today I'm, as you can tell from the sniffs, suffering from hay fever. I'm locking myself into closed rooms, and I'm going to write, and I'm going to do breathing exercises, and I'm going to do some singing, and I'm going to think about things. What am I going to think about? I'm going to think about rehashing the video of Queering the Old Fool, and I'm going to think about autoethnography, and if anybody wants to help me understand autoethnography and to put what I'm doing into the context of an autoethnographical writing, sketch, drawing, God knows what, then great. And I'm going to think about queer theory because that's important. And again, also extremely vague and hard to say exactly what it is, apart from dealing with the non-normative, excuse me. An antivirus protection thing has just appeared. That can bugger off. There we go. I will get adverts as I'm filming this. And I'm also thinking about the 3-minute thesis that I'm trying to write, which is explaining one's thesis, explaining one's research in 3 minutes, with a slide behind you. I may do one of those as a video just to test it out and see if it works. Meanwhile, this is now 4 minutes and 22, 24, 25, 20, yeah, go on. And I'm wondering whether to stop or whether to carry on. And I'm wondering how often to do these, if I do these more than once. Should I do them as a regular thing and build up a regular habit, like would be really useful for everything, to be honest. And should I allow the other personae, should I allow Baron Sam or Thena or Tim to take over a video blog every so often and just waffle away. Could I, what would Gurutowski do? He'd probably just chant, probably meditate for 10 minutes. Last night, we went to see David Hoyle, who used to be, back in the 80s and 90s, the Divine David. David Hoyle's 10 Commandments at the Lowry, and it was really good. It was extremely camp, extremely drag, but also very confrontational and in many ways quite angry. But I found it quite reassuring that despite what I've been watching and feeling like I'm not fitting in right, if you see what I mean. I've been watching, I watch these wonderful videos and I watch wonderful films and they're saying these amazing stories and things and they're complex. And David just talks to his audience about stuff. A couple of little videos, but mostly just waffling on to his audience. And that's what I do in various personae. So it's nice to see that it's not just me. And people will go and watch 2 hours of David Hoyle waffling in drag and camp ways about rats and commandments and being queer. So excellent. Right. And that will do, because I can't think of anything else to say at the moment, and I'm literally just waffling. And I also want to keep this completely unedited, just as is. So, yeah, that'll do. Bye until next time.